One of the things that I love about genealogy is there's so many ways that we can show off our family trees as well as visualize how people are related to each other. In today's videos, we're going to talk about the different types of charts that you may come across in your genealogy research. So howdy, I'm Devin Noel Lee with Family History Fanatics, where we help you understand your DNA, climb your family tree, and write your ancestors' stories along the way. You'll find us on YouTube in the virtual conferences we coordinate, as well as books available on Amazon. If you want to learn about any of these types of services, be sure to check the links in the description below. So today, let's talk about chart. So on MyHeritage, you're going to see a chart very similar to what you've probably seen when you think of your family tree, a pedigree chart. And you have the key person over here, you have the paternal ancestor above, you have the maternal ancestor below. You can add photos if you want. And as you zoom out, you'll see your pedigree go on and on and on. And some of you can go back quite far. Another view that is common to MyHeritage, and I hate to say it, it's not my particular favorite, is this structure where here is perhaps yourself and your children, and then you have your parents, and then you have your parents' siblings, and then if you scroll out and out and out, it looks more and more like that. So the side type of chart. That's an interesting chart, and it is unique to MyHeritage. One of the charts that I am more partial to, again, Family Search has the pedigree chart, but they have a portrait chart. This is kind of fun. So you can see the portrait images as you go up your tree. Now, mind you, photography wasn't around forever and a day, and so you're going to have some blank images or maybe some tombstones. But my favorite chart, you're going to have to wait because there's one more chart that's kind of fun, is the descendancy chart. So the descendancy chart, I can go all the way up here to Magdalena, Hopi, and then I can keep going down the family tree to the descendants and the descendants. And this is really great when you go back multiple generations. I went ahead and hopped over to Nicholas Claybaugh. He is one of my ancestors. And what's great about this descendancy chart, you can go out to 4 generations and scroll down and see all the people they're descended from. Pretty neat. But to be honest, my favorite chart is the fan chart. So this is the fan chart. The key person, if we zoom in, is down here in the middle, Robert Paul. He has his spouse and his siblings. If he has multiple spouses, there would be a little arrow hanging off over here. But each rung represents the generations for this individual. So Robert's grandfather is Henry and William, and there's their wives, and they're color-coded. Family Search really makes this fan chart go up a notch because now I can switch to birth countries. And so everyone who is blue was born in the United States, who is yellow, this creamy gold, is Ireland. Wow, I have 2 Irelands on here that I didn't realize before. I have this pink, and those are my German, and then the whites, no one knows just yet. How cool is that? The fan chart on Family Search also has the ability to see sources, who on our tree has sources, and white, 0 sources. And then it gets darker and darker as the individual has more sources attached to them. That gives you an idea of where you might want to start researching on your tree. We can see if anybody has stories attached to them. Honestly, stories is where you should be working if you have a full family tree like this. Gather stories, and if you need help, I have a link in the description to my book, A Recipe for Writing Family History. So there you have it. Those are some of the digital versions of your online tree. But what if you have a more complicated tree? Well, that's when you can go look for something called the bow tie chart. What I really like about the bow tie chart is you really can make it do whatever you want it to do. So right above me, you can see this bow tie chart, and you can put yourself in the center and put the paternal line off one side and the maternal line off the other. But what if you're adopted? What if you have two sets of biological parents and two sets of adopted parents? Well, the bow tie chart puts all of your family history together in one chart, because on the left side or the right, whichever you choose, could be the birth or biological family, and the other side is the opposite. How cool is that? If you have blended families, you can do things like this as well. So the bow tie chart is pretty amazing for your complex family trees. Now we have another video on this channel where Family Chart Masters walked us through how they can create even more complex family trees. You want to go ahead and check out that video. There's a link in the description or one of the pop-up cards above. So thanks very much for watching this video. If you like this quick walkthrough for cool charts for genealogy, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and then go check out your next video that you will want to watch about tips and tricks for becoming a better genealogist.